Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-January 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for my lovely Pisceans. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic. Let's shuffle it up one time, see what we got for you, my friends. Talk to me, my guides. What's up with Pisces? And yes, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it popping here. Let's go. What do we got for Pisces, please? Let's see what we got. Okay, so this is a very Piscean type of energy, right? The daydreamy, the thought-based, and trust me, that I don't mean that in a disparaging way, because I say it almost every week. I'm part of the Pisces collective myself. I'm a Pisces rising. But this is very much dreamy, and this is an energy I see quite often for the Pisceans. Now, before we start breaking it down, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the January subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the promo, have a look at this. If you've been a long-time viewer, especially if you watch the Pisces readings, I know you've seen this card a time or 10. You see this one little clown girl, it looks like she's taking a nap, taking a snooze, and the other one is up on the tightrope. So when I see this card, I think of someone who is doing a lot of daydreaming or thinking. Now, this can be good. This could be somebody thinking about what they want to do in the future. So a lot of you could have a future focus. There might be a lot of planning at play. But to me, this is just that luscious, thought-based energy that Pisceans are known for, right? Very imaginative. So I would always urge when this energy is around, I mean, daydreaming's fun. I get it. Like I said, I'm part of the collective myself. I get lost in the sauce. But putting that creativity to good use is what Spirit might want you to do. Bring it from the etheric, put it into the material world. So we're just going to put her right there. It might just be the overactive imagination going, but let's see what we got for tarot. I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. I'm going to get you 3 in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness going. Let's shuffle it up for Pisces here. Still using the Smith Tiny Tarot. Like I've been saying for a couple weeks now, it's the most adorable deck in all the land. Let's get 3 cards for you. So last week's reading, I'd say the last 2 weeks, the Pisces readings have been like extra interesting. But last week's was titled Beware of This Person. Now, I try to keep the titles as simple, straightforward as possible. And what was showing up in last week's reading was a lot of Pisceans might have somebody that, like, they don't like you for whatever reason. And trust me, I'm not coming sideways. That's just what showed up in last week's reading. If you're interested, you could go check it out. Like the hidden hater type of energy. But we're going to hope for some positivity this week, right? You know how it goes. Energy's always moving. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you. Let's get you 3. Because we could be seeing your energy or somebody else's. It's always important to remember that. Okay, we have the Strength card in position number 1. That's a lovely energy. Okay, it could be a bit complex, especially to start a reading off. But hey, we'll get through it. Let's get 2 more out here for you. I like the Strength. And look how adorable this tarot deck is. Okay, we have the 3 of Swords that did show up in the Cancer reading as well. So maybe the water signs are going through a little something, or someone you're connected to is. But the thing that I like about this is that it's next to the Strength card. So you could be getting through something or over something as well. Not letting it get to you. Let's get 1 more. We'll paint a whole picture here, my friends. And we got the Chariot. So a lot of you, if you are connected to a Cancer or a Cancerian, like you might want to check that reading out after this one as well. But we got the Chariot. This is moving forward, like onward and upward type of energy. So this is interesting play we got going on here. And I want to point out that 2 of the main 3 cards are major arcana. These are powerful themes and archetypes. But let's go through. I'll give you the classical meanings before we get the intuitive stuff going. The Strength card can represent a Leo in your life. So if you're connected to one, this is them showing up, so the clarifier could be important. When I see this card, I think of how someone is on the inside, their inner well of strength. This is strength of character. This is strength of conviction. When I see it next to a card like the 3 of Swords, you might be being tested from Spirit. So do with that what you will. The clarifier is going to be super important. It's about fighting one's internal demons with love as opposed to brute force. It's caring as well. So maybe there's someone you're connected to that needs your empathy or needs your caring. But moving to the center, we have the Three of Swords. It's one of the most popular tarot cards out there. Even if like you're not a big fan of tarot, you don't watch it often, I'm sure you've seen this card all over the damn place. It's striking imagery, right? The three swords cutting through the heart. I always say this card is on a spectrum. It could be little things like nervousness, anxiety, someone feeling a little gloomy, a little glum, but it could also represent big pains, big heartbreaks, things like that, someone being devastated possibly. So we really want to clarify this and see what it's about. But the way the energy is flowing in its own right, it doesn't feel like this is a showstopper type of energy. So even if you are going through some things, like I don't feel it really like breaking your stride, okay? Because as we get to the back end, we have the Chariot card. Probably one of the fastest moving cards in the whole entire deck, if not the fastest one. It is the card that represents the Cancers, the Cancerians. So if you're connected to one of them, they're showing up here. But we think of determination once again. So I will say this, surrounding this Three of Swords, we have cards that can speak of your strength of character, who you are on the inside. Do you have the determination to keep pushing? This could also represent something or someone coming in hot or going quick, right? Like it's either coming or going super fast. And I always say when the Chariot shows up in a spread, although it can represent determination, speed, distance, travel, all those things we were just talking about, it's always important to remember that chariots are an instrument of war, right? So beware of conflict, especially next to the Three of Swords. I want to dive deeper on all of it, Pisces. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, so let's get a good shuffle here for my Pisceans. Talk to me, my gods. What do we got for Pisces? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's see what's up with the Strength card. And as always, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you think Pisces needs to hear, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. You won't be stepping on my toes. Okay, Strength, what's up with it? Why is Strength here? Oh no, I thought the card was about to come out. It jumped out and jumped back in. All right, I'll take it. Okay. A lot of you really might feel like there's a problem you can solve. Okay, so if you're going through some problematic issues, problematic situations, I don't think you're in the mode or mind state where it's unsolvable, unfixable, if that makes sense. So a lot of you could be tested in this time. Spirit might be putting tests in front of you to see where you're at, determination-wise. But the Five of Swords in reverse is good with the Strength card. And I do think a lot of you, if you are going through like problems, issues, situations like that, I do think they can be mended and repaired with this energy I have here in the front, like with Strength and the Five of Swords in reverse. This is somebody possibly waiting on things to cool down or helping them cool down. So a lot of you might be stepping into problem solver mode or problem solving mode. Try your best not to get sucked up into other people's drama or BS too in this time, because when this energy lingers around, you might get sucked into other people's stuff. So watch out for that. But we'll see how the rest of this plays out. A lot of you could just be of the mind state where like no problem is unfixable. Nothing is too far gone. You could figure it out. That's just how this feels to me. If not that, there could be an issue or a situation you've been dealing with that is going to be improving. So that would be good. Let's see what's up with the Three of Swords. Because it could be like some conflict stopping possibly. What's going on that Three of Swords? Why is the Three of Swords here? Thank you. Yeah, there it is, the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, there could be something really sticking around. If this is like, yeah, you might be having issues with an earth sign with this energy first and foremost. But when I get the Knight of Pentacles in the upright under the Three of Swords, this is something that has had an effect on someone and it can sting and stick around for a while. For a portion of you, this could represent issues that happened to you a long time ago that might rear their heads in the coming days and weeks. And I don't want to use the word trauma or anything like that, but it's kind of giving me that vibe that something deep-seated still needs to be worked on. This is an energy I get when I do the shadow portion of the spread itself. But for some of you, yeah, this could just be issues with an earth sign or a broken-hearted earth sign. But the Knight of Pentacles is not a fast mover. It sticks around. So this could be somebody hurting for a while, okay? Whether they have been or whether they will be. this is something that stings a little bit, and it might just take some time to process and work through, and that's okay, right? You take as long as you need to heal. Maybe if this isn't you, maybe this is advice that you're going to have to give to somebody else. Because remember, I was talking about the problem solving, so somebody might be approaching you with these things. Because I don't necessarily feel like this is all Piscean energy. Like, this could be the people around you. Like, somebody really might need your help with something. Let's move over to the Chariot, or this could be somebody that needs help in general as well. I'll get more of a feel once we hit that Chariot, but this could be somebody that needs help. So why is the Chariot here? Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. There's the Chariot here. Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, you really might need to calm something down here. And I'm getting a little underlying undertone of energy that's been going since the very beginning of, like, problem solver, issue solver. The Two of Pentacles in reverse underneath the Chariot, that could represent imbalance. This could be, and I hate to say it, this could be somebody doing something hasty. This could be somebody possibly making a mistake. Okay, like that could absolutely be it here on the back end. However, I see this problem-solving energy that's been going throughout the whole spread, and somebody may have messed up big time, and they might need your help to try to solve this, or they might need something from you to help them work through this. That's just the vibe I'm picking up here. Okay, because like I said, the Chariot's very fast moving. The Two of Pentacles, when it's in reverse, it's imbalance. So I'm catching like somebody doing something hasty, doing something without thinking about it. This feels like a mess up, a mistake, a mishap. Okay, so don't be surprised if someone says that to you, like, listen, I messed up on something, I'm going to need some help here. Okay, and I would absolutely say beware of mistakes in this time for yourself. Like, if nobody approaches you, make sure you don't act too hasty with something, or you think things through. Okay, but oh man, this is interesting, Pisces. Let's go through and I'll give you a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. But position number one, we have the Strength card with the Five of Swords in reverse. And to me, like I was saying, this is somebody getting into problem-solving mode. A lot of you could be of the mind state where no problem is too big. We can figure it out. We can figure something out. Nothing's set in stone. Just watch out. Spirit might be throwing different tests at you as well, but this can also be something improving with the Five of Swords in reverse. Conflict starting to dissipate. Moving to the center, we have the Three of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. So you might be having issues with an earth sign. If not, whatever this pain is, whatever this annoyance energy, this nervousness, whatever it is, it either has been around for a long time, like it's deep-seated, or it's taken a lot of time to process or to work through. Moving to the very back end, we have the Chariot with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And yes, the problem-solving energy is still here. It's still at play. Don't be surprised if people are hitting you up to help them out. Somebody might need some help or assistance. But a vibe I was picking up here is like somebody making a hasty decision, making a hasty choice, or a possible mistake. So watch out for things like that in this time. Somebody might be stuck in a rut, or they messed something up and they might want to help you fix it. All right, that's up to you if you want to do that, but please take a screenshot. I'm going to get you one shadow card here. Interesting stuff. And I've been getting that little energy from other signs in recent weeks too. Like, there's a lot of possible mishaps in the air. But let's see what's up with Pisces in the shadows. What's going on with my friends? And yeah, we're just going to pull you one shadow card just to put a cherry on top of this reading. Let's see what's up. Thank you. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles here. Some more of this earthy energy showing up. This could be issues you may have had with a mother figure. Another earth sign indicator showing up here with the Queen of Pentacles. I always think of her very similar to the Empress. So in this time, going with the flow could be very important. And I do know that Pisceans aren't usually known as one of the more stubborn signs, but this could be Spirit asking you to either be stubborn about something, like put your foot down or stand your ground with something, or not be as stubborn, like be more easy flowing. It's all very personal as to what type of individual you are. For another portion of you, this could be issues, like I said, with a mother figure or something revolving around, you know, nurturing, loving, caring, affection. Okay, so there might be issues in the shadows that are linked to affection in some sort of way. So Of course, the Queen of Pentacles could represent money too. I don't feel like this is the big shadow here. It's more about how hard of a stance you take with things, whether you need to ease up or stand firm. But Pisces, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the January subscriber surprise. For the January subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, adorable Smith Tiny Tarot. This is the deck I used in this week's readings. So if you'd like to get your hands on this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which one of the cards from this week's readings you thought was most adorable. Which one do you like the best? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab at random. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.